UFOs. We all know about them, we've all seen those 240p video sightings of them, but do they really exist out there? That's the question that has puzzled millions to this day. While it seems like aliens are a very plausible thing, the reports made have been either too vague or missing a bit more research to prove its validity. Maybe it's because they aren't real, or maybe it's because the government is hiding something. I'm your host Andrew, and here are your top 10 classified UFO documents leaked by government officials. Let's get right into this list. Coming in at our number 10 spot, we have the silver spinning disc in Montana. In August of 1950, baseball coach Nick Mariana was scouting a new ball field in Great Falls, Montana, accompanied by his secretary and a 16mm film camera. While focusing on the sky above the field, Mariana captured an 11-second clip of two silver objects appearing to fly in tandem across the Montana sky. This video is particularly interesting because it was captured before satellites crowded the sky, making seeing any light traveling across the sky a very unusual event. Mariana's incident occurred during the UFO craze of the late 1940s and early 50s. It began when Kenneth Arnold first reported seeing strange objects fly into Mount Rainier in 1947, coining the term flying saucer. And it hit a fever pitch after the Roswell incident in New Mexico the same year, which has since become very popular for anyone doing research on UFOs. Nick Mariana was so convinced he'd film a UFO that he reached out to the US Air Force to report the incident. They examined his footage, and with today's technology, it's quite easy to insert UFOs into digital video. However, this was not the case for Mariana's footage. Nonetheless, whatever we're seeing here was captured in a camera at that moment, ruling out any possibility of a hoax. At a number 9 spot, we have the Eastern Airlines UFO sighting. In the world of UFO encounters, there is one incident that stands out as the grandfather of all of them. This encounter has been giving professionals the chills for decades, not only because of the credibility of the witnesses, but also because it happened before the UFO mania in popular media. This incident took place on July 24, 1948 in the early morning hours. Clarence Chills, the chief pilot, and John Whitted, the co-pilot, were flying an Eastern Airlines passenger plane near Montgomery, Alabama, at an altitude of about 5,000 feet on a clear night. At around 2:45 a.m., Chills spotted something that would change his life forever. He saw a dull red glow above and ahead of the aircraft and excitedly told Whitted, quote, "Look, here comes a new Army jet job." The object rapidly closed in on their DC-3 in just a matter of seconds and flew right past the right side of their plane before pulling up with a tremendous burst of flame out of its rear and zoomed into the clouds. Chills and Whitted were left stunned and could not believe what they had just witnessed. They described the object as a flying cigar with 2 decks and a window. To make matters even more bizarre, one of the plane passengers, C.L. McKelvey, reported seeing a bright streak of light that flashed by his window as well. Despite the passengers' and pilots' accounts, skeptics later challenged the story, claiming that what they saw was probably a meteor. At a number 8 spot, we have the USS Omaha sightings. Leaked footage obtained by filmmaker Jeremy Corbell had stirred up the online community with its mysterious content. The video comes from inside the USS Omaha's Combat Information Center and shows a fear-like object flying near the ship in windy and choppy conditions. The ship appears to be concerned enough to prepare to launch a helicopter as the object approaches and eventually dives into the ocean range. The crucial element in this video is the object's ability to plunge into the ocean, classifying it as a transmedium UFO, also known as an identified submerged object, a USO. Bet you didn't know that. Some experts believe that extraterrestrial life forms are exploring the Earth's oceans, possibly using underwater bases. The recent video raises many questions about the origins and capabilities of such objects, and many possible explanations have been ruled out, including a parachute flare, a weather balloon, and a drone. While the US military has not been able to identify the object, some experts believe it could be a foreign military asset. However, the vagueness of the report leaves the topic wide open for further debate. But who really knows what other secrets the ocean depths may hold, waiting to be discovered? All the way at a number 7 spot, we have the UFO dogfight. Lieutenant George F. Gorman of the North Dakota Air National Guard claimed that he had a prolonged dogfight with an identified flying object in the skies above Fargo. This event occurred on October 1st, 1948, and Gorman's account of it has captivated believers and skeptics alike for over 7 decades. As Gorman was preparing to land his P-51 aircraft, he noticed a strange light in the sky below him. It appeared to be a small white object that was blinking on and off. He then contacted the tower to inquire about other planes in the area, but they informed him that there were none. Intrigued, Gorman decided to investigate. As he approached the object, it suddenly pulled into a sharp left bank as if making a pass at the tower. Gorman attempted to follow it, but the object charged at him and collision seemed imminent. Then the UFO shot straight up into the air in a steep climb up and disappeared overhead. Some skeptics have suggested that Gorman may have mistaken the planet Venus or a weather balloon for a UFO. However, believers in extraterrestrial life are fascinated by the details of this encounter, including the fact that the object seemed to be under intelligent control and had the ability to move at very high speeds. Number 6, the Gulf of Mexico orbs. In March 2004, a Mexican Air Force surveillance plane patrolling the Gulf of Mexico for drug smugglers captured footage of a string of glowing orbs that seemed to fly in formation. The crew counted 11 objects, but only 3 of them showed up on the plane's radar. The camera operator declared the footage 100% real, and the Mexican Secretary of Defense released it for scientific study. The incident immediately sparked hot debate, with some suggesting it could be a fleet of aircraft flown by drug smugglers. However, the objects never distanced themselves from each other, making it very unlikely or these drug smugglers are the best people at flying. Other theories include ball lightning or space junk, but there are also improbable explanations. Forensic video analyst Mike West concluded that this is real video of UFOs, and astronomer and video effects designer Mark D'Antoni considers them to be genuine UFO sightings. Coming in at the hump of our list, we have Travis Walton. Alien abduction time. So in 1975, Travis Walton was working as a logger in Arizona when he claimed to have been abducted by a UFO. He was with a group of other loggers at the time, and they all witnessed the UFO before it whisked Walton away. After being missing for 5 days, Walton reappeared with a very strange story of having been taken aboard the UFO and subjected to a series of medical examinations by the aliens. He claimed he was taken to a somewhat operation room with 3 short bald-headed figures where he started to panic and fight them off. And this was when a human-looking figure took him to another room where he passed out and then reappeared on a highway completely nude. The incident gained widespread attention and was even investigated by the US Air Force. And for those who want to know more, the story was later made into a book and a film called Fire in the Sky in 1993. So go check it out if you want to know more. Down at a number 4 spot, we have the triangle-shaped UFOs. In July of 2019, military exercise off the coast of California were being disrupted by a UFO that was caught on camera. Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell released night vision footage recorded on the USS Russell, which picked up 3 objects flying overhead. The largest object was blinking and appeared to be either a pyramid or triangle shape. This is very significant because there has been numerous sightings of triangular UFOs since the mid-1970s. The fact that the Navy confirmed that this video was used in their intelligence reports is also compelling. However, experts believe that the objects caught on camera could be Chinese drones used for surveillance. It is still unclear whether these UFOs are of foreign or otherworldly origin. In the end, the UFO footage has not been determined to be real nor fake, but this is definitely another UFO sighting that seems to be put under the radar. At a number 3 spot, we have Mongolia's light beam. In October 2019, a mysterious object was seen in the skies over the industrial capital of Inner Mongolia, China. Citizens were left stunned as a large bright object corkscrewed overhead, leaving a breathtaking trail. Views of the object quickly spread online, leading to theories about its origin and its purpose. While a rocket launch seemed like the most obvious explanation, this event was very unusual. You see, rocket launches typically do not occur over densely populated areas, and their contrails are not typically illuminated like this one. Additionally, rockets usually have linear flight trajectories, whereas this object seemed to be maneuvering throughout the sky. Many theories have been posited about the object's origin and purpose, with some speculating that it could be the debut of breakthrough military technology, or maybe some proof of extraterrestrial life. Despite all of this, the most likely explanation is that the object was a Chinese rocket, possibly from the Dongfang Aerospace City, where new space-age technology is being developed. Number 2, Nevada test site UFO. In 1994, something unusual was captured by remote-controlled cameras from Nellis Air Force Base, which is monitoring the airspace above the top-secret Nevada test and training range. The 12 minutes of footage showed an object that moved erratically in the sky, appearing to be a craft of undefined shape and origin that wouldn't be explained by the aircraft technology available at the time. The object didn't appear to have any wings or rotor blades, and it appeared to change shape in flight. What made this even more intriguing is that this happened within the vicinity of Area 51, a place we all think is somehow connected to all the alien stuff, with many in the UFO community believing it is a hotspot for testing alien technology. Despite many explanations, the incident was not mentioned in the government's recent UFO report, leaving many wondering what the Pentagon thinks of this. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Roswell incident. In April 2011, the FBI released thousands of files as part of its online FBI vault. Among these files was a memo dated March 22nd, 1950, which was briefing to FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover regarding information about 3 flying saucers that were recovered in New Mexico. This memo immediately drew attention from the media and independent researchers who connected it to the infamous Roswell incident. And for those who don't know, it was a purported UFO crash that many believe was covered up by the military in 1947. However, this document was just the latest in a series of government files that has been released in recent years, suggesting that there may have been more to the Roswell crash than the public was told. However, the official story was suddenly changed to suggest that it was nothing more than a failed weather balloon. Well, these are the top 10 classified UFO documents leaked by government officials. What did you guys think about this list? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts and some suggestions for some future videos. But be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell notification so you never miss a future video again. I'm your host Andrew, and I hope you guys have a scary day.